Hi, Baby Bear fans. It is Sarah, and as promised on various social media of mine, I'm here for take number 3 of how I store my cling stamps. Cling stamps. I am not going to do a take 4. Bear with me if I mess up, okay? Um, Cling stamps, if you do not know exactly what they are, they can also be, goodness, I think I have found them under rubber stamps, flexible stamps, texture stamps. Um, yeah, I have found them under various different titles, let's say. Okay, people call them different things. Uh, but if you don't know, they usually come individually like this. Now, these were in a set of 4, okay, and I cut them up, and I'll get to why in a minute. They also come in longer pieces like this. Here it is. I knew I had taken it out. Okay, longer pieces like this, just kind of hanging up on your wall or hanging up on the wall at your various craft stores and stuff. Okay, and then you use them either with your fingers or acrylic block. Okay, they come out, they're usually on pieces of plastic like this. Okay, and that just peels back. You put the sticky side onto the acrylic block like so. And then you can see where you're stamping it on paper, on clay. I've seen people use these for UT, UT or something, ultra thick embossing powder. I think they call it UT. And these work really good in that as well. So lots of different ways that you can use these. Now, me, I use these majority for my polymer clay. Okay, let's go ahead and put this one back or I'll completely forget to do it later. Uh-oh, I just turned off my lamp. Sorry, guys. My book is on top and I accidentally turned it off. So this is how I store them. This is how I store my smaller ones. And my smaller ones, like I said, a lot of time come in bigger sections, and you'll see what I mean back here farther in the book. And then they also, and so I can cut them up if they're small like this, and these fit really good. These are playing card sheet protectors. Like my daughter uses them for Yu-Gi-Oh, Monster High, Pokemon, things like that, and it gave me the idea for my small stamps. And you can see I've got some keys and some filigrees and horror, some of these really beautiful individual smaller ones. I really like that skull. And we've got a spider on a web. So I'm not going to go through each one, but you can see how I kind of store my smaller ones. Now these bigger ones, like what I showed you, a lot of times these are just individual clear plastic sheet protectors. Okay, you can find these at the dollar store. I found a package of 20 for like 97 cents at Walmart, I believe. And I just reused one of my husband's school notebooks that he said I could get away with getting a hold of, and I just slide them in. I usually do two to a sheet, unless they're really big, and I'll show you some of my much bigger ones. Because cling stamps can come in all different sizes, really, really tiny, all the way up to big sheets. So here's 2 of these. I've got some flowers and the various birds I showed you. These are some of my favorites. My husband, I just turned off the lamp again. There we go. My husband just got me these. If you can see inside that butterfly, it's actually a fairy. And the dragonfly, sorry for the glare. Let's see if I can block a little bit of that without blocking. No, I can't. It's because of the plastic sheeting, you guys. The dragonfly's made of birds. You know, the hummingbird is butterflies. You know, they're just all different. And then I've got some words right over here. This is very well used. It's one of my favorites. Halloween. Some lacing of bats. You see? And I love this because you really can just flip through and really see what you have. And if you want to, you can put, I'm thinking about putting individual colored sheets behind each one and making it even more, you know, usable. And if I do decide to do that, I'll do an update video on how I alter this to work more and more for my benefit. See, there's some of those. And we've got, I'm really into spooky and Halloween, but at the same time very elegant and antique, and I'm very eclectic. So here's some lace. Here's one of my even bigger texture stamps. Okay, this one, oh, I accidentally pulled the thing off, but this one came with the label right here, but I can see where it probably creased and was bugging me because I couldn't keep it flat again. But this is another one of my favorites, and you can see I've used this probably with actual ink pads. I know for a fact I've used this with embossing powder as well. There I go again. All right. Now this is what I meant by they can come pretty big. Okay, I don't have any of the 8 by, you know, this is the biggest size I have. And this is an entire sheet. But when you're working with polymer clay, I mean, I've got detail here I can use. I've got detail here. I really like how this right here kind of explodes into something, so I might use right along this section. I mean, there's just tons of use for the big ones. And these ones will probably end up into my smaller ones. This went with this, and these went with my bird cage right there. Now when I turn it over, you can see each bird is its own, each corner is its own, and then this border. Okay, each pane of the window, if you want to use it for that, stained, you know, whatever you want to use, corners and border. I haven't quite mastered an idea yet for border stamps because I really don't have a lot, but I can see once I start using these and they're more and more annoying to get back into one solid piece like this, and I start dividing them up into these, I can see I'm going to have to come up with some nifty-difty little idea on how to put border stamps in here. Now, on top of stamps, there I go again. Are we counting how many times I do this, you guys? I really think you guys should be making a game on how many times does Sarah turn off the lamp. Moving on. I also use these for stencils. Okay, because stencils I can use with my paper crafts, I can use with my clay crafts, I can use with my resin crafts. I mean, stencils, stamps, they have infinite ways you can use them. But a lot of them I have individually. This is what happens if you try to use a stencil before researching how to take care of your stencils. These are after learning how to take care of your stencils. So I really suggest, especially if you're going to use plastic stencils, learn how to take care of them, or you'll end up with disaster, let me tell you. These ones came in a sheet of 4 to a sheet, and each sheet was themed. This is basic circles, basic squares. These are basic hearts, basic stars, and a filigree. And these are animal prints. It came with like zebra and cheetah and giraffe, and there's one more. What was it? Oh my goodness, it's gonna bug me now until I show you guys. We got the zebra. Okay, I think that one's giraffe. Oh, alligator. Yes, alligator. Okay, so that's the ones that came with those. And then I also have my one single solitary metal stencil. It's an embossing stencil. So that, Baby Bear fans, is how I store my cling stamps. Like I promised like I said earlier, on various social media, I took a close-up shot of this, and a few of you showed interest. Oh my goodness, what is that? And so I decided to do a video for you guys. And I really, really hope you enjoy. And if you want to see more, how do you store it, Sarah? How do you store it? How do you keep your area neat and tidy? Because I'm really working on organizing, because a few of my sales have actually done pretty good lately, and I really need to get working on doing more and getting myself back out there and getting busy and getting back with you guys and communicating. And just before I say and any more times, this is Baby Bear, this is Sarah from Baby Bear. See, I'm all confuddled. You know who I am. This is Sarah from Baby Bear, and I really hope you enjoy this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll continue videos. Talk to you then. Bye.